probably heard about okra's amazing health benefits, from controlling blood sugar to supporting heart health. But before you start adding this lady's finger vegetable to every meal, there are some important side effects and precautions you absolutely need to know about. Some of these might surprise you, and ignoring them could actually work against your health goals. So let's dive into the 7 side effects of okra that every health-conscious person should be aware of before making it a regular part of their diet. Side effect number 1, medication interference, the blood sugar trap. One of the most critical side effects of okra that you need to know about involves its interaction with diabetes medications, particularly metformin. While okra is praised for its blood sugar-lowering properties, this can actually become dangerous if you're already on medication. Here's what happens. Okra contains compounds that have insulin-like characteristics and can naturally lower blood sugar levels by slowing down the absorption of glucose from the intestinal tract. This sounds great, right? But if you're taking metformin or other diabetes medications, combining them with regular okra consumption can cause your blood sugar to drop too low, a condition called hypoglycemia. The research shows that okra's high fiber content stabilizes blood sugar by slowing the rate at which sugar is absorbed from the intestine. When this natural mechanism combines with your prescribed medication, it can create a double effect that pushes your blood glucose levels dangerously low. Signs of hypoglycemia include dizziness, sweating, confusion, rapid heartbeat, and in severe cases, loss of consciousness. This is why it's absolutely crucial to inform your doctor before drinking okra water or significantly increasing your okra intake if you're currently on a diabetes treatment plan. Side effect number 2, digestive disruption, when fiber becomes your enemy. While okra's high fiber content is often celebrated for promoting digestive health, it can actually cause significant digestive disruption for some people, especially when consumed in large quantities or by those with sensitive stomachs. Okra contains about 3 grams of fiber per cup, with almost all of it being soluble fiber. While this is generally beneficial, consuming too much too quickly can lead to several uncomfortable digestive issues. First, you might experience excessive gas and bloating. The mucilage, that slimy substance in okra that many people find off-putting, can actually ferment in your gut, producing gas and causing abdominal discomfort. Second, rapid introduction of high-fiber foods like okra can cause diarrhea, especially if your digestive system isn't accustomed to processing large amounts of soluble fiber. This is particularly problematic because diarrhea can lead to dehydration and electrolyte imbalances. Interestingly, while okra can help with constipation for some people, it can actually worsen symptoms for others, particularly those with certain digestive conditions. The key is gradual introduction and monitoring your body's response. Side effect number 3, kidney stone formation risk. This is a side effect that's often overlooked but can be quite serious for susceptible individuals. Okra contains compounds called oxalates, which can contribute to kidney stone formation in people who are prone to developing them. Oxalates are naturally occurring substances found in many plant foods. When consumed in large quantities, they can bind with calcium in your kidneys and form crystals, which can eventually develop into kidney stones. If you have a history of kidney stones, particularly calcium oxalate stones, you should be cautious about consuming large amounts of okra regularly. The high mineral content in okra, including calcium and magnesium, while generally beneficial, can become problematic for those with kidney stone tendencies. Signs that you might be developing kidney stones include severe pain in your back or side, painful urination, blood in urine, and nausea. If you experience any of these symptoms after increasing your okra intake, consult your healthcare provider immediately. Side effect number 4, blood pressure fluctuations. Okra's impact on blood pressure can be a double-edged sword. While it can support heart health through its antioxidant properties and ability to lower cholesterol, it can also cause unexpected blood pressure fluctuations that might be problematic for certain individuals. The high magnesium content in okra can help lower blood pressure naturally, which is generally beneficial. However, if you're already taking blood pressure medications, this additional lowering effect can cause your blood pressure to drop too much, leading to hypotension. Symptoms of low blood pressure include dizziness, lightheadedness, fainting, fatigue, and difficulty concentrating. This is particularly dangerous for elderly individuals or those who already have naturally low blood pressure. Additionally, the potassium content in okra, while heart healthy, can be problematic for people with kidney disease who need to limit their potassium intake. Excessive potassium can affect heart rhythm and muscle function. If you're on blood pressure medications or have any cardiovascular conditions, it's essential to monitor your blood pressure regularly when adding okra to your diet and consult with your healthcare provider about potential interactions. Side effect number 5. Allergic reactions and skin irritation. While not extremely common, allergic reactions to okra can occur and range from mild to severe. The plant belongs to the mallow family, and people with sensitivities to plants in this family may experience allergic reactions. Common allergic symptoms include skin rashes, itching, hives, and swelling, particularly around the mouth and throat. Some people may also experience digestive symptoms like nausea, vomiting, or diarrhea as part of an allergic response. More concerning is the potential for respiratory symptoms, including wheezing, difficulty breathing, and in rare cases, anaphylaxis, a severe, life-threatening allergic reaction that requires immediate medical attention. The mucilage in okra can also cause skin irritation for some people who handle it frequently. This is more common in people who prepare large quantities of okra regularly, such as restaurant workers or those who grow and harvest their own okra. If you're trying okra for the first time, start with small amounts and watch for any unusual symptoms. If you have a history of food allergies, particularly to other vegetables or plants, be extra cautious. Side effect number 6. Nutrient absorption interference. This is a lesser known but potentially significant side effect of regular okra consumption. The high fiber content and mucilage in okra can actually interfere with the absorption of certain nutrients and medications. The soluble fiber in okra can bind to certain minerals and vitamins, preventing their absorption in the digestive tract. This is particularly concerning for nutrients like iron, zinc, and calcium. While okra itself contains these minerals, the net absorption might be reduced when consumed in large quantities. The mucilage can also slow down the absorption of medications taken orally. This means that if you take medications with meals that include okra, the effectiveness of your medications might be reduced or delayed. This is particularly important for time-sensitive medications like blood thinners, heart medications, or antibiotics. The lectin-blocking properties of okra, while beneficial for reducing the harmful effects of lectins from other foods, can also interfere with the absorption of beneficial plant compounds and proteins from other foods you eat at the same meal. To minimize this effect, consider taking important medications at least 2 hours before or after consuming okra, and ensure you're getting a varied diet to compensate for any potential nutrient absorption issues. Side effect number 7. Gastrointestinal inflammation in sensitive individuals. While okra is generally praised for its anti-inflammatory properties, it can actually cause gastrointestinal inflammation in certain sensitive individuals, particularly those with specific digestive conditions. People with irritable bowel syndrome or IBS might experience worsened symptoms, despite claims that okra fiber doesn't ferment. Individual responses can vary significantly, and some people with IBS may find that okra triggers their symptoms rather than improving them. The mucilage in okra, while protective for many people, can cause irritation in those with inflammatory bowel diseases like Crohn's disease or ulcerative colitis. The texture and consistency can be difficult for inflamed digestive tissues to process comfortably. Additionally, people with gastritis or peptic ulcers might find that despite okra's reputation for soothing the stomach lining, it can actually worsen their symptoms in some cases. This is particularly true if the okra is prepared with spices or in ways that increase its potential for causing irritation. The high fiber content can also worsen symptoms in people with certain digestive disorders, causing increased cramping, gas, and discomfort rather than the expected relief. Now that we've covered the potential side effects, let's talk about the recommended amounts of okra that are generally considered safe for most people. For fresh okra consumption, nutritionists typically recommend starting with about 100 grams of raw okra per day. That's roughly equivalent to 8 to 10 medium-sized okra pods. This amount provides approximately 33 calories, 7 grams of carbohydrates, 2 grams of protein, and 3 grams of fiber. along with essential vitamins and minerals. If you're drinking okra water, which has become increasingly popular, start with water infused from just 4 to 5 okra pods soaked overnight. This provides many of the water-soluble nutrients without the full fiber load that might cause digestive issues. For beginners, I recommend starting with just 2 to 3 pods, about 30 to 50 grams every other day for the first week, then gradually increasing to the full recommended amount if you don't experience any adverse effects. Here's a practical weekly progression plan. Week 1, 2 to 3 pods every other day. Week 2, 2 to 3 pods daily. Week 3, 4 to 6 pods daily. Week 4 and beyond, up to 8 to 10 pods daily. 100 grams. If you're using okra supplements or powder, follow the manufacturer's instructions carefully, as these concentrated forms can have more potent effects. For people with diabetes, start with even smaller amounts, perhaps 1 to 2 pods initially, and monitor your blood sugar levels closely, especially if you're on medication. Remember, these are general guidelines. Your optimal intake might be different based on your individual health status, body weight, and tolerance levels. So, before you start incorporating okra into your daily diet, remember that even the healthiest foods can have side effects, especially when consumed in large quantities or by people with specific health conditions. The key is moderation and awareness of your body's responses. If you're taking any medications, have digestive issues, kidney problems, or other health conditions, consult with your healthcare provider before significantly increasing your okra intake. Start with small amounts and gradually increase while monitoring how your body responds. Remember, individual tolerance varies greatly, and what works for one person might not work for another. Listen to your body and don't ignore any unusual symptoms that develop after adding okra to your diet. Have you experienced any of these side effects with okra? Share your experiences in the comments below, and if you found this information helpful, please give this video a thumbs up and subscribe. We upload a new video every Friday at 12 p.m. Eastern Standard Time.